Tee starts right now. And if you were just watching the Houston, Texas Shootout, and now you're like, what? Why am I watching the Painter Jim Sullivan Shootout final? Well, it's because it's the final. And we're doing a dual stream. We have 2 streams simultaneously going. Today in Houston was qualifiers, and today also was qualifiers Sullivan, but they also had match play, and this is the final. David Crawford, no longer the king of the hill. He was king of the hill. He did lose the first match, a match we didn't see due to bandwidth issues. And Paul Lehde just might make it happen. He's 2-time champion of the Sullivan Shootout. But this is Richard Cam of GoldenTeeTV, and you are watching the Painter Jim Sullivan Shootout. Subscribe, like, don't, but leave a comment, do something, and let's get ready for some awesome Wisconsin-style Golden Tee. Might be a little drunk, might be a little sober, might be a little weird. We might see Gomez like jump up front of the stream, but I will say we are having some internet issues. Hopefully those will be resolved very shortly. And it looks like it is. We might have some freeze frames, but after that, it should be good to go. Like I'm getting the thumbs up. But in the meantime, I just want to let you guys know the Houston final will be a little bit later. We're determining who that's going to be. Again, today was just qualifications, and Mark Stenmark was the top qualifier with Chad Hart, top qualifier as well, both 107. It was only a 4-course qualifier. The Painter Jim Sullivan had a 3-course qualifier. I'm not 100% sure on that. This is that hole that seems to be quite simple most of the time, but I've seen even pros in match play, you know, try to cut it a little too much, attacking the pin, and they end up on the left side of the grass, or worse, it gets caught up and doesn't go OB. Looks like both of these guys made it without a problem. Crawford's been playing for a long time, and I'm not just making a jab at his age, is that he's got experience. He's been in many tournaments, and 6-foot stink. Paul, he's been tearing it up lately. He's been pushing a lot of gameplay and trying to make an actual living off it. Not going 100% pro, but to the point to where it is a secondary income. Basically, I mean, we all strive for it, right? The whole beer income. But it doesn't happen. We usually just drink more than we could ever win in Golden Tee. The cool thing about this course is that although the front 9 is pretty straightforward, it gets really interesting on the back. So just like Dubai, and we saw Paul stick through and come on top. I believe by like 3 or 4 strokes, but I was only on 18. Crawford had to attack 18. If you guys hate this hole, they're playing it right. You don't need to do. Well, I'm not sure if Crawford. Yeah, because if you hug that whole left side, use a 3-wood, high tee, slam it, spinny, whatever, just like they're doing. He even went in the middle where you don't even need to be, and sometimes you can get stuck where the ball comes down. And depending on what clubs you have, you might not have something to get over it. But where Paul went, every single time you can jam it into that wall, it's going to put you in play, and you can use any club. I don't care what set you have, what ball you have. You're going to be able to put it right near the pin. I will tell you one thing. I don't know a lot about how these guys play, especially with each other, but I do know that Crawford's not a big hitter. The gentleman in the blue is David Crawford, and the gentleman in the black is Paul Lehde. Paul Lehde, on the other hand, is a monster hitter, and I can't wait to see hole 15 because that's going to determine it if the game's close. If one can reach that green and the other one can't, there's your ball game. Minus hole 18. We all hate hole 18. I'm like losing my voice. Got 2 tournaments going on. This is Richard King with GoldenTeeTV. Thanks for watching. If you want to, go ahead and subscribe. The whole goal this weekend was to hit 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Hopefully, if you are watching this recorded afterwards, we're already there. But basically what that allows us to do is have paid subscribers, and basically support the stream. The amount of money and time that it takes to travel to all these tournaments and make this happen is unfortunately not free. It's a big chip right here. And that's dead center. Taking it to the pin. I love the Wisconsin tournament this year. If you guys don't know, you can always go to events.GoldenTeeTV and you can see all the tournaments throughout the year, from the big ones to the small ones. But one of the big announcements for the Power Events, it's going to cost them there. Power Events Golden Tee Tour is Chicago has been replaced. The dates have changed too because of the World Championships. So definitely take a look. Either go to Power Events website or go to events.GoldenTeeTV. But this year, we're going to have a Sussex, Wisconsin. So the Sussex tournament that you guys know back in the day, all the way up until last year, it is now one of the Pro Tour tournaments. It is going to be ran by Power Events, and it's going to be hosted by Sussex Bull, and it's going to be epic. It's one of my favorite tournaments of the year. The people there are just genuine. It's awesome. You have your stabbing crabs, the slapping crabs. Sorry, stabbing crabs. What are we doing? That's what you're doing by the time you're eating. You're just so exhausted and hungover. You're just like stabbing at your food just to eat something. But yeah, steak and lobster at the end of this tournament. I don't know if that's going to happen this time because it isn't being ran by the same individuals. It's been kind of handed over so that the tournament can be on the Pro Tour, but it's still the same people, same location. We're just going to have a lot more faces. Probably well over 100. I can't imagine it cannot be at least 100 people. If not, then I blame you guys for not going. Sussex, Wisconsin. Take a look at the dates there. There's going to be some other tournaments. There's little date changes, but the big one and the first one is coming up in February, and that is next weekend. That's February 8th to the 11th in St. Cloud, Florida. It used to be the Orlando Open, but now it's kind of like the Florida Open. And that is being held at the same location as last year. Excellent location. And we'll definitely see some information there. Looks like there's a little issue over there. We're going to take a quick break. Just for a second. We might have audio issues. If you guys kind of, we can only hear ambient noise with them. Their mic has been set up. They're just the mic that's been sent over there in Sullivan was a little scratchy and a little hissy. So we just took that out and you can have and now we're just here in the bar. But again, if you want to support GoldenTeeTV, you can go and buy a shirt. GTT shirts on Bitly, or if you want to, you could also do Bitly/thanks GTTV. and tip us or buy us a beer, but anything helps. There's also in YouTube, you will see a subscribe button there. Hopefully, by the time you guys listen to this, that means we hit our 1,000 subscribers. That was my goal for this year. And I'm just going to say we did it. Oof. Bombing that flag. Oh. He kind of just wanted to hit that again, take it off. They are playing grabbers, just so you guys know. Well, Paul's playing grabbers, and I believe Dave is playing razors. Razors was like the go-to ball before grabbers came because they didn't have quite the distance as streaks, but they had a lot of spin. Well, grabbers has more distance than the razors, but also a lot of spin. So that's why it's a great, great ball, all-around ball. And with the exception of maybe Safari, it's probably perfect throughout all the courses in 2018. Streaks on Safari seems to be the best bet, but play with whatever ball makes you happy. So there's one thing that I just have to say it. I truly believe playing the hole and win during a match is just bad luck. I just think it's bad luck. I wouldn't go to say that it's disrespectful. Because then you're thinking about doing something. I mean, we all want to hole it out, right? So why not just make some money on the side? I think it just kind of takes away from the match play itself. A lot of people don't do it, and some people do. You just saw Paul do it, and he meant no disrespect towards Crawford. But I truly believe that is bad luck. It was for me. I come up with a lot of things that are bad luck because my game just present. I mean, come on. If you guys didn't see, I had to play in a dress earlier today. I'm still in a dress. Well, kind of. I took my dress off, which I lost my contact in my dress. Long story. Lost a bet. If you want to see it, you can see it in the link coming up. Went to in the Houston tournament. It's a single elimination. So there is no King of the Hill. And I'll be going to the quarterfinals here, and you'll be able to see that hopefully in the next hour. But if you're watching this and it's pre-recorded, then ignore what I said and just look for the link and see the results. You'll just probably see me in a dress. If you guys don't know, this is Richard King with GoldenTeeTV. Basically, if there's any time there's nobody that wants to volunteer to do commentary or anything like that, I'll just kind of like be a filler. I would love for anybody and everybody to come out. And if you really want to give a little shoutcasting a chance, let me know. I can set you up. We are going to have a contest. I've been kind of working on it for a little bit. I was hoping to do it about 2 weeks ago, then last week. But there's a lot of things I need to set up so that we'll have a few awesome matches that you guys can pretty much watch, record yourself, and send in your commentary for those matches, and we'll vote and have some fun with it. So look out for that. That's definitely going to happen here pretty soon. And that way, no matter what city I'm in, for all the big tournaments, we'll have designated shoutcasters for the events, and they will be basically kind of docked into learning the equipment and everything, and really being a vital like resource to GoldenTeeTV, because GoldenTeeTV is not me, it's a collective. It's all of us. The more help, the better, with money or with labor or with a talent. I'm always looking for web developers. Ooh, see, that's to go on this hole right here. This is a hole that I tend to overhit or overthink too much. And I don't think that, I guess with that wind setup, it is a good approach shot, but you're still going to have to cut it. So we'll, so this is a shot I would go for. I like it too because you could do that little overcut and it's going to suck right in with that 10 crossing the ball face like that, which means it grabs and it's going to suck towards the hole. Lehde has a more traditional cut, but where he is right now, he's kind of lost it. He's lucky he didn't go in the water. See how it cuts right into there? Oh, he got lucky. Anything he wants, right? Oof. You try to baby it up in there, and that's why sometimes I just don't think that's the right approach. Obviously, if that's something that you always go to and you like, then this might cost him the game here. Crawford could really put a little punishment on him, and he did. Well done, well played, very well executed. Not only is Crawford back into the game, he's up by 1. So the next hole is hole 15, and that is really going to determine, or excuse me, hole 14, which is the next hole coming up, is not hole 15, it's hole 14. And that is the train, the tunnel hole, which could be nasty if you go for it and you get caught up, or if you go too far and go in the water. But hole 15 is what I was talking about, and that is after 14. So I'm just going to shut up now, and we'll talk about 15 when it comes. If you're watching the Painter Jim Sullivan Shootout, this is the tournament in Sullivan, Wisconsin. This is Richard King with GoldenTeeTV. I'm in Houston covering the Texas Shootout. And we are streaming both tournaments. Today was a mix between qualifications and match play between the two. Houston is a little larger tournament, 64 individuals. So we have all qualifiers today, then a little match play coming up. And then for Sullivan, they had a smaller qualifier, then match play, and you are now watching the finals. David Crawford was king of the hill. He lost the first match to Paul Lehde, the gentleman in the black and hitting right now. And this is the second match. Oh, Paul Lehde gets it, comes off. Oh, that was almost an excellent shot. Well, this is a really important chip for Dave Crawford. Oh, he almost gets it. Oh. Well, Paul Lehde could put this in. We'll have a tied ball game going into hole 15, and that's the hole I want to see because Paul Leedy's a big hitter. Oh, he nails it. Crawford isn't. I was told Crawford doesn't go for this very often. I go for it 95% of the time with a 10.5, and I use grabbers. Paul Lehde is using grabbers. He has a 10.5, the 290, and he's definitely going for it because who wouldn't with this wind? You could go for it with a 3-wood, high 3-wood if you needed to. So Crawford, he almost went too far. Crawford has to go for this. He can, but he's thinking about it. I think the only reason why he wouldn't is because he doesn't go for it enough. He doesn't even think about the 3-wood. He knows that the 9.5 is too low, just from other people. So I think he's laying up. So knowing he's going to give away a stroke here, I think he's counting on hole 18 and get it back there. But he cannot mess up here. He has to hit it perfect because Lehde has an easy putt for double eagle, which will put him up by 1 going into 16. The approach. It's a nice little shot. Little bounce and it holds. Oh, those right 7 putts are not easy. Crawford just puts that one in there. Nothing. But he knows he's lost the stroke here. Hopefully, hey. Nope, Lehde nails it dead center. Gets his double eagle. He's up by 1. Takes the lead back from Crawford. Going to hole 16. This is the finals. It's GoldenTeeTV weekend. We got another tournament, the biggest tournament coming up. Power events, Golden Tee in February 8th to the 11th in Florida. It's the kickoff of the 2018 National Golden Tee Tour. GoldenTeeTV will be there covering it all, as well as we might have some guests. Who knows? But the Florida tournament's always a great tournament. It's warm. A lot of you guys out there. I'm from California. I'm hot right now. But a lot of you guys that are stuck in the Midwest or in snow, that is a great tournament to come out to. Start getting a little early tan. Get ready for the spring. Edie almost put it, Crawford, for not going for 15. Well, that's the best approach for Crawford, but definitely an easy putt. He's not happy with it. But no harm, no foul. He's still down by 1. We're going to 17. And, got that in-your-face 14. The pin is tucked up. Oh, this is going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see who lays up. Lehde tends to not be one of those individuals. And the low tee. Well, I'm sure that he was hoping to get it a little further out there. That's why he didn't use any spin on the low tee. Or he would be in the water right now. Crawford's running out of holes. He knows his game plan is for hole 18, but he would be happy to get the stroke before then. And this could basically be it. This is a big putt. And once again, nails it. Paul Lehde looking out to the side, doesn't say anything, with the confidence of putting his own partner's putt in, his opponent's putt in. Here we are, 18. Can Paul Lehde hold the lead and take it for the 3rd year in a row? He was last year's champion. I believe he was the champion before that. He was not king of the hill. Crawford was. He won the first match. This is the final, so if he holds it, he will be the champion. Oh, this is excellent. This is excellent. Oh, he nailed that. That's pretty much, unless Crawford, if his game plan's going to work, he needs to hold it out here. Lehde showed him the way. That was an excellent shot. But can he bring it around? He does have the razors, so those razors will grab a little more. If this doesn't work, boys and girls always have a 10.5 for this course. Learn to go for 15. It's there 95% of the time. You're going to get your strokes. If not, your opponent's going to. This might not have enough. Ooh, it's not coming around at all. Well, that pretty much does it. Crawford has to nail this and hope for... that's not going to make it. That's pretty much over. Paul Lehde has done it. He's taken the Painter Jim Sullivan shootout again. Woo! So right there, this is Richard King with GoldenTeeTV. I got to go because we got the Houston tournament. That's going to be coming up. But Paul gets his. Congratulations to David Crawford as well for taking second. He knows he just got double dipped in the final by young Paul Lehde, and he's not going to want to deal with that. So it's probably drinking time there. We got world qualifiers coming up, the World Championship qualifiers. That's starting February 1st. We have the national, the Power Events Golden Tee Tour, the national event, the big tournament, the kickoff of 2018 in Orlando. Go to events.GoldenTeeTV. You can see all the tournaments, all the dates. Go where and sign up, all this stuff. This is Richard King with GoldenTeeTV, and I'm out.